actually now dance like this, okay? We use the much more collecting point. Yeah, so probably it's a good training, even if you don't have in your routine. You don't have to have it, okay? But it's a good training because when you use the action here, it's mostly worked on your core. One end, A2. 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 Now, another problem, another issue that we can find in Samba, it's what is the position of your leg? Good. What is position of your leg? Right. Tight. Latin cross. Open position. Okay. Now, obviously, it's more close to the Latin cross because the tracking here has to be beautiful, right? So not pointed. There is no point to make it that. It's a little bit too much. So ball of the foot and the collecting, it's like tight your leg towards each other, right? Now bypassing that, now replacement, always the heel touching the floor after you activated your pelvic forward. And why? Simple, because if you allow to lower your heel and the pelvic didn't activate, didn't go forward, you have a squeezing knee action and no hip action. Yeah? So when you do the first one, you don't want to have this. Yeah? Even if it's soft. It's not about this. The voltus, the continuous of the volt action is the tilt of the hip forward. So you want to 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4. This is what you have to time. Yeah? 1 end, 2 end, 3 end, 4 end, Yeah? So, of course we have a bending knee, straight knee voltus, but you don't have to bend on the way down. You bend because your pelvic is go forward. Again, I say the same things. And we know from the beginning of our dancing, but we never take into consideration a few words of it. Okay? So this action here is ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now, how much is important the quarter beat step? Very much. Because it seems like it doesn't have articulation, but it has a lot of support. Yeah? So the quarter beat here is the ball of the foot. You allow the passing through. Now, it doesn't release down. Doesn't. It stays actually more up. Yeah? And again, straight. Quarter of a beat. And again, come. Now, if I'm telling you the first voltas when they created was like a crossing back, that was the voltas, okay? So there was no hip involved. It was just a crossing action back. Yeah? So we want to have a hip action, but we don't have to ruin the footwork action. Yeah? So whatever we do in action here, if it's sides, we want to amplify the action by not releasing the foot. And actually, I find pretty ugly when you do voltas with the foot without support. Because it should be very, very light. Practically, it's the most classical step. Because it's quick, and you don't want to see anything else than this tilt. Yeah? So, let's try. We do 4 normal voltas and 1 slow voltas. Okay? So we do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2. Yeah? So now 1, 2. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2. We don't allow your body to get down for 2. Yeah? We milk the action and 1, 2. 1, 2. 2 foot working. 1, 2. Again. 1, 2. Don't squeeze your thigh. 1, 2. Yes. It's easier to support the action like this. Now, for lady, the big problem is, yeah, but I have my leg open. Your leg are not open if you're twisted. Yeah, they're open in this side if you open the body like this. Your body is in CBM position. So, at the end of an action, because of the movement here, your leg are close. That's what is count. Yeah? The highest point of your leg is count, not the knee. Doesn't matter the knee. Yeah? And 1, 2. And 3, 4. And up. 1, 2. And up. 3, 4. And up. 1, 2. And up. 3, 4. More. And up. 1, 2. Okay, this 1, 2 you don't make a feature. You don't want to make a feature? Like make it look like you really want to slow down the closing and the precision of landing. Yeah? I find pretty flat-footed. Yeah? You're worried, it's to find the floor. Floor is still there. It's not moving. Some floor are moving. This one is not moving. Okay? So whenever you cross here and you put the toes on the floor, the only things you have to do is slow down. Quick and slow. Up, slow. Up, slow. Up, slow. And try to separate your upper body. Yeah? So, if I put you, lady, especially the lady, okay? Especially, doesn't mean the man cannot try that. This position here, almost like a Betty Boop. Or Mary Monroe, whatever. Yeah?